Hi there dev noobs and welcome to the first episode of CSS Battle series, where I will try to solve the challenges posted on the website cssbattle.dev. I'm not going to try to get the best possible score, I should clarify that from the get-go. I will be aiming to replicate the visual aspect of each challenge on 100%. That means my target is a score of 600 or more and the 100% match, which means that my solution is visually identical to the example one. I would like to cover the first 4 challenges in each video, then another 4 challenges next week and the next one as well, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, enough talk, let's go to the first challenge. Let's delete the comments. Okay, so the first one is quite simple. We have a brownish background and a pistachio colored square in the top left corner. Let's first specify the background color. We will need a div element to create our square. Now we need to specify its position and size. We also cover the color. So the 100 pixels was not enough, and also the position is not exactly top left corner. We can fix the position by specifying position absolute and setting top and left to 0. Also, the size looks more like 200 pixels, so let's fix that as well. Alright, and that's that. Looks like we have a solution. Yes, so 100% match. We are done with this one. Let's move to the next one. Okay, right off the bat, I see that we will need 4 div elements, so let's create them and give them IDs so we can target each of them. The divs will also have some common properties, but we can specify those by targeting the div tag. We do not need to create an extra class for that. Again, we set the color of the background. Now we specify color and size for the divs. We also need to specify position absolute for the little squares. So far so good. Now we need to target individual squares using ID and set top and left positions. I guessed the size of the square correctly on the first attempt, and it seems to me that the distance from the edge of the background is roughly the same, so let's set the position of the first div. Okay, it looks like I was right about the position. Now let's just add the rest. The key value is 50 pixels. And just like that, the second challenge seems to be solved. Let's check the solution. Yay! 100% match. So, let's move to the third one. The third challenge is called push button, and what it seems is getting more difficult from one challenge to another. But that won't stop us from solving it. First things first, let's set background color and also one new aspect. I see that everything is nicely centered both horizontally and vertically, so I will set display flex and center everything using align items and justify content. You can't actually see anything at the moment, but you will see it once we create some div elements. And speaking of elements, we also want their children to be centered, so let's just set the display for the div tag as well. When I look at the image, I see four distinct objects: dark blue rectangle, light blue circle with another smaller dark blue circle inside. And lastly, the smallest yellow circle inside the dark blue one. So let's prepare the HTML structure for our styles. We will have four div tags, and each additional tag is a direct child of the previous one. Now we need to style every div starting with the rectangle. I am going to pretend I am guessing the dimensions of the rectangle, but in reality I know the exact size because I already solved the challenge and I have my notes. So don't feel bad if you try on your own and keep guessing incorrectly. You are not worse than me, I am just cheating for the sake of the video. Great, a rectangle is in its place. Now we need to target the circle within. We know the color and I know the dimensions. And since everything is perfectly centered thanks to display settings we specified before for all divs, the only thing that remains to be set is the circle shape. So we set the border radius to 50% to make it a perfect circle. Next one is the middle dark blue circle. We just repeat what we did with the larger circle, just with slightly different values for size and color. Everything else is the same. So now the only thing left is the smallest inner yellow circle. Again, we repeat steps from the previous circle, just with slightly different values. Okay, let's try submitting. And there we have it, 100% match. Let's go for the last one. We did the same thing 3 times already, so I'm going to go a little faster. We specify 3 div elements and we give each its own ID. Then we set the background color for the body. We now style our 3 div elements. We specify the size and color and absolute position by targeting the div tag. Next, we move each div to its correct position. Look at that! I got it right the first time. What a total coincidence! Alright, but seriously now. We now need to round the corners on each of the squares. Simple enough task with a bit of experimenting. I don't know about you, but I couldn't remember which value references which corner if my life depended on it. So just try one at a time and you will get it right eventually, just like me. Fake it until you make it. And would you look at that, I think we might be finished here. Let's check it. Yep, I think we just finished the last of today's challenges. It wasn't that bad now, was it? I don't know about you, but I had a lot of fun doing these challenges again and even optimizing my messy solutions on the way. Hopefully you liked it too, so I can keep doing these videos. Alright, thanks for your attention today and I will see you next time with part 2 and another 4 challenges.